Pakistan was founded, viewers, as you know, as a Jannat for Muslims, free from what its founders saw as Hindu dominance. You'll all remember that. But 77 years later, that dream is collapsing under its own contradictions. Look at the pictures. The belief that Islam alone could hold together a nation was always, viewers, fragile. And the first crack showed early. In 1971, East Pakistan broke away to form Bangladesh, tired of being treated as second class by Punjabi elite in Islamabad. Fast forward to today, and the guns are blazing again. Look at the pictures. This time within Pakistan itself, Pashtuns, Sindhis, Baloch, and even the people of Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Even long-time friends like Afghan. All these are Muslims, are now fighting or protesting against the Islamic Republic of Pakistan that was supposed to protect them. Just look at what's happening in Lahore and Muridke, just outside of Lahore, where the Lashkar-e-Toiba used to have its headquarters before it was demolished by India. The Punjab police have launched a violent crackdown on Tehreek-e-Labaik Pakistan. Viewers, these are the pictures that are coming from Lahore proper. It looks as if it's a war zone. Look at them, bombs going off, bullets being fired, gunfire, casualties, all in the name of Islam, all against fellow Muslims. And like the 1970s, there's an unpopular army chief pulling strings behind the scenes. While a weak government in Islamabad struggles for legitimacy, Imran Khan, arguably Pakistan's most popular civilian leader, sits in jail much like Mujibur Rahman once did before Bangladesh broke away. And I will show you visuals from Muridke, viewers. Actually, I have them on my phone. I don't even know if we've been able to produce and put them out. Viewers, from Muridke, there is a whole kilometer of dead bodies. Meanwhile, viewers, Baluchistan is in open rebellion. Sindh and the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa seethe with resentment. Even POK is demanding autonomy. Add to that a humiliated military establishment, beaten diplomatically by India and politically outflanked by Afghanistan. The facade of strength is crumbling. Is collapse, state collapse imminent in Pakistan? And what of this great two-nation theory? Then Muslims can only be safe in Muslim-ruled countries where Muslims are in majority. Viewers, here are Muslims killing each other. In a Muslim majority Islamic Republic where they're supposed to be safe. Viewers, this is Pakistan today. It's fighting its own self. Let's open this up. I want to begin with Major Yasir Janjua, retired defense expert from Islamabad. Major Janjua, thank you very much for joining us. What we're seeing here is the failure of even Islam from saving Pakistan. You were founded on the principle that you would not have Hindus to suppress you. But today the Pakistani state, Muslim state, Islamic state is killing its own Muslim brothers. Ye kya ho gaya?
Right. Thank you very much for inviting me. But the question here is, which side are you at?
I'm on the side of humanity.
Right, you are on the side
I'm on the side of humanity, sir, which you should also be. So I'm asking you, forget about the religion for a moment. Should the Pakistani state be killing? Should the Pakistani state be killing its own citizens? Why is it that in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, why is it, sir? Why is it in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Baluchistan, POK, people are out on the streets? Why are they out on the streets in Sindh? Please explain.
Okay, so if you see one side of the picture, you will always portray to your audience what you want to tell them. But if you just open up Google and Wikipedia and just show your audience how many separatist movements are going on in India, then Pakistan comes nowhere close.
We are not talking about separatist movements.
Well,
Sir, I'm talking about the Pakistani state. Is it separating from its own self? The Pakistani state is attacking its people. सही बात है ना? गलती तो नहीं कही मैंने.
Right. नहीं आपने बिल्कुल ठीक कहा.
तो फिर मैं आपसे सेपरेटिस्ट की बात थोड़ी कर रहा हूँ. मैं बलोचियों की बात, वो सेपरेटिस्ट हैं, बलोची सेपरेटिस्ट हैं क्या? आपके देश में सब सेपरेटिस्ट हैं.
इसका जवाब ये है कि when extremists try to take the state into their own hand or bring the law and order or the country to a standstill, the state has to respond. Now, what they are protesting against, by the way, They are protesting against the Israeli occupation, especially after an agreement has been signed. There are sweets being distributed on the streets in Gaza. The Israeli forces have retreated, and everything is hunky dory or beginning to become hunky dory. These guys have come out in the open protesting against what? Israelis have now gone back. They should have protested, if at all, 2 years ago when the Israeli occupation
Major
started.
Janjua, can I ask you a formal question, please?
Sure,
Are you a democracy?
I'm here to answer your question.
Major, are you a democracy?
We are.
We
There
are.
is no
So
doubt
tell me
about it.
something. Were there not protests happening even as we speak in the waters of Israel? There is a whole flotilla in which there are some Pakistanis also coming with
So
a
the
lady
flotilla-
called Greta. One
No,
minute.
no.
Coming with a lady called Greta Thunberg. क्या उनको भी ऐसी बेरहमी से गोलियां मार देनी चाहिए? बम डाल दें
नहीं,
उनके
नहीं,
ऊपर?
नहीं, नहीं,
सारी दुनिया
नहीं,
में
नहीं,
प्रोटेस्ट हो रहे हैं, राइट? अभी भी हो रहा है, आज
Right.
सुबह भी
So
हुआ,
what you are-
मैनहट्टन में
what-
हुआ, यस और नो? यस
जी,
हुआ,
जी,
मैं आपको विजुअल्स
Of
दिखा
course.
देता हूं. तो क्या उनको गोलियों से मार दिया उन लोगों को?
So
आपके देश में गोली से मार देते हैं सवाल पूछने पर?
कैपिटल हिल में प्रोटेस्ट हुआ था.
हाँ.
तो स्टेट ने क्या किया था?
क्या किया था?
वहां बंदे मरे थे ना, बंदे मरे थे वहां पे.
आप
Capitol
जरा
Hill
नाम
में.
बता दीजिए
अमेरिका
कितने
में,
लोग, आप मुझे
Washington
बता
DC
दीजिए
में.
कितने लोगों के नाम थे जो मरे थे? नहीं, आप
मैंने
मुझे बता
आपसे-
दीजिए नाम.
मुझे नाम.
मैं आपको बताऊं नाम?
अच्छा चलें, आप बता देना.
मैं
6
आपको
लोग
बताता
मरे थे
हूं,
ना?
पाकिस्तानी
छह-
नाम
छह
जो
लोग
है
मरे थे ना?
मेरे पास है.
नहीं, मैं कैपिटल हिल की बात कर रहा हूँ. 6 लोग मरे थे.
कहां
यार,
पर सर?
Capitol
कैपिटल
Hill
हिल
का
वाज
क्या
नॉट
ताल्लुक
अबाउट
है लाहौर के
कैपिटल
TLP
हिल
से?
सर. प्रोटेस्ट वाज नॉट. हैंग ऑन मेजर आपको लग रहा है ना, आपको अपने फैक्ट्स नहीं पता.
ये सारी दुनिया में होते हैं प्रोटेस्ट.
मेरी बात तो
और
सुनिए.
जब सारी दुनिया में
मेरी बात
protest
सुनिए
होते
सर.
हैं
मेरी
और
बात
वो जब
सुनिए
violent होते हैं
मेजर
तो
साहब.
उनको
एक
iron
मिनट, मैं
hand
आपको
से
पहले
रोका जाता है.
फैक्चुअल्स तो बता देता हूं. वी लेट्स कंपेयर ऑरेंजेस with oranges, not apples with bananas. So let me
All
tell
right.
you, sir, Capitol Hill में जो हुआ था, that was an insurrection against the parliament. उसके अंदर लोग घुस गए थे, ठीक है? तो obviously वहां पर पुलिस को बाहर आना था, and it had nothing to do with Gaza, it had nothing to do with Palestine. Now, I just want to.
तो यहाँ पे आपके ख्याल में क्या हुआ? What do you think यहाँ पे क्या हुआ है?
यहाँ पर आपके कोई इस्लामाबाद तो गए ही नहीं,
नहीं,
पार्लियामेंट में घुसे नहीं.
पार्लियामेंट
सड़क पे
क्या
आए
होती है जी? पार्लियामेंट का
अच्छा एक मिनट. So let me bring in another Pakistani voice. Dr. Amjad Ayub
Last
Mirza.
time they became violent. This time they have become violent.
Okay.
So they are resorting to violence. So what do you think we are going to do?
Okay. So
we're going to sit
let
there and
let
watch them
Dr.
do what they
let
want to
Dr. Mirza tell you. He's also a Pakistani.
He's not
Let
a
him tell
Pakistani,
you.
first of all.
He's not a Pakistani.
First of all,
Oh, wow.
he is
Oh
not
yes,
Pakistani.
he's not because he's from POK. Sorry, I forgot.
He's not
अरे
from POK.
obviously he's not Pakistani. वो तो आपके है ही नहीं.
Right.
वो तो हमारे हैं. Actually मैं भूल गया.
हाँ,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry. वो तो
obviously.
POK. तो
ये-
आपने तो
ये-
ऑक्यूपाई कर
yes.
रखा है. हाँ सही बात है. सही बात
He's on
है.
agenda. ये आज को पहली बार
डॉक्टर मिर्जा आपने तो वापस ही दे दिया हमें POK.
We are not here
Thank
in
you.
this,
ठीक है.
in this business
Okay,
for
Dr. Mirza.
last.
डॉक्टर
All right,
मिर्जा
sir.
प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड टू हिम. थैंक यू.
देखिए,
पहले
मेरा
तो आपने
ताल्लुक-
हमें कबूल किया कि
Welcome
आप इलीगल ऑक्यूपेशन में. चलिए.
Yes,
Welcome
I
back,
belong
Dr.
to
Mirza. Welcome back.
the victims of Pakistan's brutality since my land, which is actually India, has been illegally occupied by Pakistan since October 1947. Now, there are two dimensions to this protest, and I will try and briefly explain both. The first is that the TLP and all religious organizations, their recruiting ground is anti-India, anti-Kashmir, and anti-Israel narratives. Now, if the Kashmir issue is resolved, or if there is peace in Kashmir, they will try and stir up some kind of rallies or 5th of February or solidarity with Kashmir to keep that fire going, yeah, to keep blowing into that those flames.
Yes.
Or the same they're doing with Palestine. Now, the protest starts when there is a peace accord signed between Hamas and Israel. What does it mean for Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan? It's a death nail for them because they have been crying loud, Kashmir, 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 Ghazwa Hind, and Palestine. सो वो दोनों मुद्दे अगर खत्म हो जाएं, उनकी सियासत खत्म हो जाती है. That is the first angle. The second angle, which I
What was
think
I saying?
so many killings
Repeating what I
has
was
taken
saying.
place, I think these we should not forget all these terrorist organizations or religious fascist organizations are formed, funded, trained by Pakistan Army and ISI in the first place. So I would not be surprised if Pakistan Army has asked Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan to organize a march toward Islamabad to protest
Okay.
against this peace deal so that they can show Donald Trump
Amazing
that
intellectual.
we
Amazing.
are under immense pressure.
Okay, but Dr.
in
Mirza, then
Pakistan.
they would they be shooting all these people anyhow? The point is, viewers.
Exactly.
Oh, so
In
they are also
that
killing
case,
their own
giving
people.
self-
it got
Okay, one second,
trapped.
Dr.
Listen,
Mirza.
he's
So
giving
just one second. Let's
self-confidence
okay, one
statements.
second. Dr. Mirza, this is very interesting. Looks, all these conspiracy theories, of course, let's park aside for a few moments. Yes, I can't trust the ISI, and Dr. Ranganathan is there. I can't trust the ISI in any case. You never know what they're up to. That's a crazy deep state in any case. But the point is, viewers, let me tell you, why are the Afghans attacking? The Afghans are also attacking. ये तो इनके चचेरे भाई हैं. They are best friends. But even the Afghans are attacking. The Afghans are also attacking, viewers, because they realize that this Punjabi core, like the Bengalis did, the Punjabi core of this entire kernel of this entire country wants to dominate. So even the Afghans have a problem now. And Dr. Ranganathan, I seriously believe that this great brotherhood of Islam that they said was going to be the overarching glue that's going to bind them together, where is this?
No, you have to realize one thing, Rahul, very quickly. First of all, good evening to you and to the fellow panelists. That if I don't know whether you've seen this meme where you have the projection of the last Muslim and you have a sword in his hand and he has a sword in his leg and they're fighting each other. The fact of the matter is that religion may unite, but it is the faith that divides. And they have absolutely no compulsion in going after each other. I mean, yes, Hindus and minorities are criminally persecuted and prosecuted in Pakistan. But there is a segment of that society that is being troubled even more than the Hindus, and that's the Ahmadiyas. The Shias are woefully prosecuted and persecuted in Pakistan. This is the reality of the people of this faith. Now, let me clear the wheat from the chaff with one very simple question that will be self-explanatory. Now, the good Major Janjua, I respect his eruditism, but I want to ask him a very simple question. Major Janjua, it's a simple yes and no question. Were Osama bin Laden and Hassan Nasrallah terrorists? Yes or no?
Of course, he was a terrorist.
Hassan
There's any doubt about
Nasrallah?
it?
Hassan Nasrallah?
Listen, the definition, what is the definition of a terrorist? You being
It's a simple question.
renowned,
You yourself know who the
established
terrorist
author.
is because you answered.
This question. He
No,
cannot
no.
answer
Answer the
direct
question. Was Hassan Nasrallah a
He has
terrorist?
He has got intellectual autism. He cannot answer a direct
Oh, really,
question.
really.
And
really,
look at
really.
his body
Thank you very
language.
much.
His body
Thank you.
language is defensive. He's sitting like this. Look at the body
So what
language.
do you
of
want?
Major-
No. I can change my body language and punch this right into your face. Then you'll like it.
Now, this is
You
unacceptable.
are an extremist. That is what
What
you
are
are.
you talking
Punch
about
it.
body language? What nonsense? Are you on a TV
This-
talk show?
This is your body
Or
language.
are you trying to make a film?
Okay,
You're not
Major
here.
Janjua, one
If you have
second.
Listen.
Can you explain to
Final
me?
language. I thought this guy was a man of the military. I'm sorry, I'm disappointed in the Pakistani military. You're supposed to be an officer and a
You're
gentleman.
ये
yes.
military का नमूना बैठा
You
हुआ
are
है ना।
absolutely
ये
disappointed
military
No,
because
so one
Because-
second, General Sahab, if Osama, one second, if Osama bin Laden was, excuse me, one second.
What
I'm
was
just-
he doing in Abbottabad?
Yeah, what was he doing in your
Yes.
cantonment?
Yes.
so listen.
श्रीवास्तव जी को तो जवाब मिल
One
गया।
second, doctor, please.
Okay,
Bataiye.
hold on.
Yeah, what was
Whatever
he doing in
was
Abbottabad?
doing, even if he was hiding, how do you think he was identified and pinpointed?
That was
Who did
because,
that?
sir,
Do you know that?
that was because the Americans discovered Not
sir.
because of
No,
you.
sir.
Because if that were the
Let's
case,
not-
so
let's
hang
not-
on.
let's not
Now,
distort history.
viewers, now you see, this is where Major Janjua has faltered. Yes, okay, he's a terrorist. Viewers, if he's a terrorist, the day he came into Pakistan, unless of course your ISI is one blinkered, comatose organization. Can you imagine a massive
Right.
global terrorist, viewers, walks into your country? He's 7 foot tall almost. He walks in, he lives in the cantonment, and ISI doesn't know for 7 years that he's
Right.
living there.
And there's a good answer to
7
this
साल
given by
सर, 7 साल
late
आपका
President Musharraf.
आप-
There's a good answer given to this Indian, to the Indian and the American audience
Right.
on the same question. When this question was asked, what was he doing? And then the answer was CIA, FBI, and National Security Agency of America sleeping
Sir-
when 18 terrorists?
Okay,
Listen,
okay, no,
and
one second.
when
Major
Taj
Janjua,
Mahal- when
Major
Taj
Janjua,
Mahal
two different
hotel in
issues.
Mumbai was
7 years, someone is living in a military
not
cantonment
unthinkable. It-
1
he was
kilometer
not- first
from
and
the
foremost,
headquarters
how
of
do
the
you know-
Pakistani army,
okay.
and you don't know.
No.
Sir,
First of all,
like your
Pakistan
HQ-9s
Army
which were
headquarters-
sleeping when our missiles were hitting you, your ISI was also
oh, really?
sleeping. I'll leave it at this.
Oh, really?
Viewers, I'll leave it at this. We have more things to talk
your
about.
missiles were hitting
It's okay,
there?
sir.
Come
आपका
again,
तो
come
तबाही
again.
हो गई because आपका
Come
सब कुछ
again.
ही सोया पड़ा रहता है. Anyhow, let's move on, viewers. The fact of the matter is, I didn't want to be so dismissive, but the fact of the matter is, viewers, that in the Middle East, in West Asia, there has been a great development. The